We declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being, to be given the rights of a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary.
This is the story of black gold. Deaf ears, dumb minds behold. Without it, no money we fold. Black children stand tall, be bold. Where I'm from, no winter but we cold. In 1956, they found that black gold. England came to see and took that oil to go. Now we live in misery. Oil and black is all I see. Government take all the money. None of it is for me. I asked my father, where's God? When's the Savior gonna come? When's our hero gonna come? He said, son, I don't know. Black gold, black gold, black gold, black gold.
Nigeria's main armed rebel group, Movement for the Emancipation of the Niger Delta, or MEND, in southern Nigeria, said this week it will resume attacks on the oil industry when its ceasefire expires on October 15th. The group has dismissed a government amnesty program as a charade and warned it would no longer limit its attack on pipelines. It said in an email, quote, "The Movement for Emancipation of the Niger Delta will resume with attacks against the oil industry at the expiration of our ceasefire. MEND considers this next phase of our struggle as the most critical, as we intend to end 50 years of slavery of the people of the Niger Delta by the Nigerian government, a few individuals, and the Western oil companies once and for all. In this next phase, we will burn down all attacked installations and no longer limit our attacks to the destruction of pipelines." The group warned oil companies to disregard what it called government propaganda by saying that the amnesty was a success. Last June, President Umaru Yar'Adua declared an unconditional amnesty for all Niger Delta militants who surrendered their arms and embraced peace. The amnesty, which officially came into operation on August 6th, ended on October 4th, and authorities have described it as a success. But MEND now says most of those who surrendered their arms as militants at different locations in the region under the amnesty were, quote, rented by governments in the hope that real militants would be persuaded to emerge. It described the exercise as fraud and a charade, and that the recovered weapons were purchased for the purpose.
Nigeria is a constitutional republic made up of 36 states and its capital territory, Abuja. The country is located in West Africa and borders Benin, Chad, Cameroon, and Niger. The three largest and most influential groups in Nigeria are the Hausa, the Igbo, and the Yoruba. The country is split in religion, half Christians and the other Muslims. Nigeria is mainly known for its black gold, the oil. The Niger Delta is a densely populated region of Nigeria that is known for its abundance in oil. The area was the British Oil Rivers Protectorate from 1885 to 1893. The Niger Delta now extends over 70,000 kilometers and makes up 7.5% of Nigeria's landmass. Here lies the soil where so many lives have been lost, so many dreams shattered, so many people exploited, so many crimes committed, so many empires built. Here lies the home of the black gold.
I was born black, I live black, and I'm gonna die probably because I'm black, because some cracker that knows I'm black better than you, nigga, is probably gonna put a bullet in the back of my head.
There's a war going on in the Niger Delta. Since oil was discovered in the Niger Delta in 1956, over $400 billion has been pumped out of the region. The Delta has become the main source of foreign earnings for Nigeria, but still the area remains the least developed part of the entire country. This current conflict arose in the early 1990s over tensions between the Foreign Oil Corporation and a number of the Niger Delta's minority ethnic groups who believe that they are being exploited, the Ogoni and the Igiwa. Political and ethnic tension has been proliferating since its beginning and is still growing today. Competition for oil wealth has fueled violence between many groups and has led to the militarization of ethnic militia groups as well as the Nigerian military and police. The Niger Delta has become a home for corruption, exploitation, and murder. As well as the oil remains pumping and money stays rolling in, the government turns its back. A son asks his father, "Where's God? When's the Savior gonna come? When's the pain gonna go away? Where's our hero?" The father says, "I don't know."
In my opinion, the young generation of whites, blacks, browns, whatever else there is, you're living at a time of extremism, a time of revolution.
What is it revolting against? The power structure. The American power structure? No. The French power structure? No. The English power structure? No. Then what power structure? An international Western power structure.
And I, for one, will join in with anyone, don't care what color you are, as long as you want to change this miserable condition that exists on this earth. There's got to be a change. People in power have misused it, and now there has to be a change, and a better world has to be built, and the only way it's going to be built is with extreme methods.
The movement of emancipation of the Niger Delta, also known as MEND, has arose. MEND is one of the largest militant groups in the Niger Delta. They are an organization that exposes exploitation and oppression of the people of the Niger Delta and devastation of the natural environment by the government of Nigeria and foreign multinational corporations involved in the extraction of oil in the Niger Delta. MEND has been connected to various attacks on foreign oil-owned petroleum companies in Nigeria as part of the war in the Niger Delta. Crimes such as sabotage, theft, property destruction, kidnapping, and guerrilla warfare have been committed by this group. MEND's stated goals are to localize control of Nigeria's oil and to secure reparations from the federal government for pollutions caused by the oil industry. In an interview of one of the top leaders, Godswill Tumono said on BBC that MEND was fighting for total control of the Niger Delta's oil wealth. The local people have in no way gained from the riches of the oil that they produce. MEND has warned the oil industry. It must be clear the Nigerian government cannot protect your workers or assets. Leave our land while you can, or die in it. Our aim is to totally destroy the capacity of the Nigerian government to export oil. The war continues. Black Gold.
This fiasco, darker than the back roads, bubble hotter than Tabasco, more than what you bargained for or asked for. Nigeria is celebrating 50 years of independence. They still feel the colonial effects of Great Britain's presence. Dictators quick to imitate the West, got in bed with oil companies and now to place a mess. Take a guess which ones came and violated. They oiled up the soil, the Ogoni people was almost annihilated. But still they never stayed silent. There was activists and poets using non-violent tactics that was catalysts for soldiers to break into their crib, take them from the kids, to try to break them like a twig and make examples of the leaders. Executed several